Water Commission.
What actually owns the watershed lands and how did they acquire it?
Right now, the watershed lands, a lot of them are owned by Wailuku Water Company. I'm not sure how they acquired them. Quick claim. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's similar to the story you see across the islands, yeah, of how these plantations acquired land.
I want to go back to that gentleman's question about streams, those standards. It was my presumption, I guess, from our discussion that, especially with Sleepy Hollow, that the reason for the studies was to find out how much water is needed in the stream for stream-like flora and fauna, and for a healthy stream. And then, of course, those who have lands that should be in color and not being in color, if they don't do it in color, then that's going to affect the in-stream flow, because if, and this is an add-on to that statement, because once that standard is set, it's going to be difficult if everybody decides that I've got color land, I'm going to open it up, because that water's not going to be there. So those color lands, I think, for people who have lands in the Wai'eha that should have Kuleana water rights, they should open up those lands, because that's going to be a very important part of what is considered in-stream flow, because if they said it today, those lands would probably not be in color tomorrow, because there would not be enough water to go through mine, to go through the analysis, to go through the Hokajos, and further on down the stream.
That's totally correct. I mean, I really have nothing to add on that, except that it's completely accurate. That, I mean, as we go through this process, those of you who live in this community, especially along the streams, it's really important that you step forward, either through the Hui or through another organization or in your own sort of individual capacity, and make clear to the Commission that you have these uses or these needs, right? Especially for stuff like kalo cultivation, because that's going to determine how much water is ultimately restored to the stream. Someone raised his hand here, and then this gentleman here.
Is there a factor included in the in-stream standard to include potential kalo land?
Yes.
There is a factor.
Yes. The in-stream flow standard is supposed to includes a whole range of in-stream uses. It also includes the conveyance of water for uses downstream. Right. Right.
The other point that Luke said about how the things go through water, fishes and so forth. You said it. And how the color goes by. And to Hawaiian culture, it flows downstream for the cow, for the cow, for people. Now, you see how much water can you take out. But the water you're taking out is for the cow and so forth, with the land. Now, what you put back into the water, where people like show all kinds of different things within the water, it flows downstream, which is not good for the next neighborhood, the next, and the next, and the next. So, which we showed also that each nest picked up in all these different water. Now, the old water into places that they don't even basically own. And now if people want to go back on the place, they have a hard time to go back and live in a place because you have a lot of this bad things in the water that hits the ground.
Yeah, you've raised various points there. I mean, I think kalo cultivation, if it's done right, I mean, you're not polluting the stream. And I think there's a recognition in the law as well as, the Commission practice that kalo cultivation done in the traditional method is an in-stream use. It's not something that you're taking out of the stream. You're actually operating within that stream.
I don't use a kalo. I don't do kalo.
Yeah.
I use
Okay.
different things that people might throw into the water.
Right, right.
That could be anything that could be on a washing machine, maybe from whatever.
Right.
And then throw back into the water and flows out to the next people,
Right.
which happens there.
Right. Yeah, definitely there's various aspects to this problem. And if we want to see really full restoration of our stream environment, we have to deal with, all of it. It begins with restoration of the flows because, frankly, without any flow with a dry stream bed, you don't even get to square one. But then definitely we have to address things like pollution.